Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is Friday, February 12th, and the market is exploding. I mean, it is going crazy. And some of the sleeping giants are waking up. It's really exciting for me to see what's happening here on this Bitcoin Cash chart. That we've been trying to close above this line going all the way back to November of 2018 when we capitulated beneath it. We closed one candle above it in January of 2021, just a few weeks ago, and immediately capitulated back down beneath it. This could be the moment, this could be the outbreak in which we break above this line, but a confirmed break above this line for Bitcoin Cash is going to start us in a continuum that's going to take us up to $3,274. Bitcoin Cash is a sleeping giant, and it looks as though it could be waking up. And that is extremely exciting for me. Looking at this Bitcoin chart, we're still marching towards $256,938. Doesn't mean we can't see a correction in the meantime, and in fact, I expect one, perhaps next week, perhaps the week after. Perhaps Bitcoin has another little leg up to take us into the 50,000 range, maybe in the early to mid 50,000 range before it comes back down to test it. And when it comes back down to test this line, it'll probably come down, I don't know, somewhere around the mid 20,000s, 25, 26, 27,000. Who knows how far down it's going to come. That is my expectation, but I could be completely wrong. After all, as I say in every video, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I like to think about the macro anyway instead of looking at the micro. Long-term viability is always far more important to me than short-term volatility. And so what I want to do is invest in assets that are viable for the long term. And with that being said, I'm actually not invested in Bitcoin at the moment. But if Bitcoin were to come down to test the mid 20,000 range, that would be a buy-in place for me. Why? Because I think it's going to basically 10x from there. And I just, as a rule of thumb, if I don't think it's going to 10x, I really don't have time to be invested in something that's, if it goes to 250 from here, what is that? 6x at the very most. That's not worth investing in. But Bitcoin Cash, on the other hand, I think this junk is not only going to 3,000, but I think it's going to 10,000, 16,000, 25,000, 50,000, even $150,000 or $250,000 in the next 6 to 7 years. I'm really bullish on Bitcoin Cash. I'm also very bullish on T-Fuel. I think this thing is highly underrated right now. I wish I would have bought more. I bought in when this thing was a penny and a half, and now it's at 5 cents. And I still think it's super cheap. A break out of this wedge pattern here is going to start us in a trajectory that's going to take us up to about $1.50. And from 5 cents to $1.50, that's 30x. So I still think this year, Theta Fuel has 30x left in the tank. Real exciting to see what's happening with RSR. It's going parabolic here. Atom, DOT, everything. Zilliqa. Even EOS is trying to get in on this action. Ethereum is Ethereum, and Ethereum is strong. But when it broke out of this triangle here, my projection was 13,000 in the macro. My short-term projection is 2,800 in the micro. However, it could very easily come back and test this line at about $1,200 before it takes off on the macro. So don't go and load up on Ethereum because I said that. But this is my baby right now. I'm really excited about Litecoin. I really think Litecoin is going to break $900 this year. I've got a target here that should take us into the $900 to $1,000 range. I've got another target above that at about $1,300, and we've been trying to break above this line. There's one other asset right now that's doing this exact same pattern and is trying to break above a historic resistance level. And a break above it is going to take it up multiple hundreds of percent. And that asset is none other than XRP. Look at what XRP is trying to do. We have been beneath this line. We capitulated beneath it back in June of 2018, and we have been beneath this line since June of 2018. A break above this line, which is what XRP is trying to do tonight, a break above this line and a close above this line should start us in a trajectory toward $3.72. This is a historic resistance level, and once we break above it, it's going to be crazy. I know I'm moving at the speed of light tonight. I'm going chart after chart after chart. I had a little bit of a false start with VeChain, and I put a chart on I published a chart on my TradingView account. You can check me out at the Cryptogenic one. I published the chart and said we were going to 41 cents, but then I realized I'd accidentally moved this and moved it to the top of the candle. When I went back to the line, it actually only takes us between 24 and 28 cents. A lot of people got excited about that chart and said, great, I'm going to go all in with VeChain. Not a good idea to me. I'm actually not holding any VeChain. I think VeChain is cool, but going from 5 cents to 25 cents is 5x, and that's all the chart tells me is in the tank for VeChain, so that's not very exciting to me. On the other hand, there's something surprising that I discovered. A friend of mine asked me to chart Redcoin, and I got to figure out how to get some of this because, man, this chart, I mean, look, my commitment is not to go beyond what the chart shows me as possible. And what I see in this chart is a possible 40 cents. And when I looked at that, it was at 4 cents. It was at 0.4 cents when I charted this yesterday. And if this thing actually goes to 40 cents, that's 100x from where it was yesterday. So I'm going to reactivate my Bittrex account if I can and see if I can buy maybe just a couple $100 of this just in case I'm right here. I mean, who knows? I could just be way off, but it's what I see in the chart, and it could be right and it could be wrong. What else are we looking at tonight? Theta token is trying to break above this line, and a break above this line, a solid break above this line, will take us up towards $20. ADA, I've got two targets here for Cardano. The first target is $2.21, and the second target is $4.05. I see two wedge patterns that it's broken out of both of them, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, folks, this is crazy right now. Everything is crazy right now. Everything is out of control right now. DOT, look at DOT, $29. It's trying to break $30. I mean, need I say more? Now this is what I'm looking at. All right. So I put this chart in my Patreon group. This is the kind of signal that you get in my Patreon group. When I charted this breakout of this out of this triangle, I set a target for $213, and we got into a trade of LTC at about $153. This second wedge here, when we broke out of that, it confirmed this take profit range. So we're close to taking profit on this trade here. It's at $207, $208, and we're going to take profit between $213 and $220. So if you're interested in those types of signals and trading with us, we are trading on my Patreon group. Visit us there at patreon.com/cryptogenic. All right, folks, I don't even know where to go from here. I'm just like so out of control. Oh, I do know where to go from here. Here's the thing that you need to keep in mind. We're looking at the total market cap, and right now the total market cap is $1.4 trillion. But keep in mind that with that $1.4 trillion, at any time we could have a pullback, and we could even come back to try to retest this last all-time high of $775 billion. I know that's like a 50% correction, and honestly, I don't anticipate it going that far, but I do anticipate a correction. And this is the thing, when we get so caught up in short-term volatility, is we get overly concerned about corrections and we get overly excited about breakouts. And so this is a cool breakout that's happening right now. You know, everything is breaking out, everything is moving, everything is increasing, everything is making progress, and that's great. However, we need to keep in mind that breakouts don't last forever, that this could just, turn around at any time. And if it does turn around and correct, I'm not going to be concerned about it, because the thing that I think, my perspective is, this is not the altcoin season that we're all waiting for. This is a cool moment where, things are going temporarily parabolic. But when altcoin season hits and this thing explodes, it's going to be much bigger than this. Okay, I'm expecting breakouts that are much bigger than this. I'm expecting face-melting breakouts that are going to throw us way beyond these targets, that are going to blow all of these targets up. Okay, so, and that breakout is not going to happen until Bitcoin goes into its real correction. And so stay tuned, folks. We're making progress, but we're not there yet. But enjoy these gains, Let's celebrate during these moments. Look at this junk, man. I bought Zilliqa when it was a little over 3 cents, and now it's 13 cents. Celebrate that junk. Celebrate. So close to a trade on Ethereum. Those in my Patreon group are going to get information when I'm ready to enter into this trade. Check us out if you're interested. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and drop me a comment. I really appreciate it. I don't ask you to do that very often, but it would really help. I appreciate so many of the comments that I get. So much encouragement I receive from those who do like and comment. Would appreciate if you would do so. We're making progress. We're going to get there, folks. Really, really excited. Got some stuff planned that I'm preparing to share with you in the near future, probably early next week. I got some important stuff and exciting stuff to share with you that's going to take what I'm able to provide for you to a whole nother level. All right, so you'll live a much happier life if you make it your aim to sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, and walk in love every day. And with that being said, this is Cryptogenic, signing out.